What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Lady Bree, and I'm back with another video. You heard? What's up, y'all? So today is Wednesday at 5:40, and y'all probably get this video like around 7-8 o'clock. I'm recording this video, editing it, and posting it all today. I just needed to vent to y'all and just give y'all just a life update on everything that's been going on in my life, and it hasn't been looking pretty for me. So let's get into that. I feel like a little bit below the weather, so I'm gonna take me an airborne, drop that in there. Got me some helps me get my immune system up, and you put like a scoop of this in your water. I don't have a spoon or anything, so my hands are clean, so I'm gonna just stir this in there and then let that sit for a little bit. But yeah, y'all, so right now I'm going to just tell y'all everything that I've been going through and my single. Do I have a boo still? And what's been going on in my life? How was my Christmas? How was my New Year's? The whole nine. But before we get into that, I am going to do my hair, wash my hair, and talk to y'all a little about my life update. So let's get into it. I brushed it out. My niece tightened the back of my hair for me, so it's just all ready to get washed. This is how it looks before, and let's come with me so I can wash my hair. All right, y'all, so this is Prology. I know it's kind of ghetto, but I took some from my mom's house because, you know, she's like real iffy about taking her stuff. But I'm gonna show you the actual brand name. This is Prology. This is what I use on my hair. So this is the shampoo, obviously, and this is the conditioner. And let's get started.
Fuck the world, I'ma walk in erection. Speed without a thought, we do it reckless. Your nigga called us texting. You said, baby, don't be mad, you know how bread is. Turn up in your mouth, you speak good to me. I ain't built like you. Fucking with a G. Just cause I fuck you, that don't mean I trust you, I don't. You got some high hopes, baby. For me crazy, now tell you about me. I was nothing at all. Took a trip to London just to hear how they talk. Back to 4-0, you should hear how they talk. He might be Mr. Track and Field, but I done ran through them all. Yeah, that nigga played the game, used to watch how we ball. I ain't never home for long, but you pull up when I call. All the hood niggas respect me, strippers wanna sex me. Now we mad because you let me low. Shit ain't fucked up, don't change it. I'd probably be dead if I was basic. Would you still give me head if I had day shifts? I work when I want, I do what I want. She get what she want, I call her my what she want. My shit off when you tie me off, you know I be slow. Fuck the world, I'ma walk in erection. Speak without a thought, we do it reckless. Your nigga call us texting. You said, baby, don't.
All right, y'all, so y'all probably like, when is she going to tell us what's going on in her life? Soon. I am about to blow dry my hair. Then after I blow dry my hair, I'm going to get into telling y'all what the fuck is going on. Stuff has dissolved, so I'm gonna drink this real quick. All right, y'all, so back to what I was saying. So I put this in my hair as well. Prology leave-in conditioner. Yeah, this is leave-in conditioner. So I put that in my hair before I blow dry it. I told you I gotta drink this in one setting. Woo! All right. So this is leave-in conditioner, y'all. So I put this all through my hair. I put this through my real hair. Brush it through. I want to actually dry my leave out that much. because you don't want to dry your hair, your real hair, fully. I mean, you don't want to, you know, pat dry your real hair fully. You still want to leave it a little bit damp for when you blow dry it so you don't get heat damage. So this is what I'm about to do. So I'm going to blow dry my hair real quick, and then we're going to get into my life update.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me, still with the dogs that I grew beside, all the niggas round me, ride and they die, gotta watch.
Alright, y'all, so this is what my hair looks like after blow drying it. It's so flowy, shiny, especially after the, you know, the leave-in conditioner. Yeah, ladies, maintain. My edges look crazy, but don't worry, because we're going to get those fixed up too. Ladies, please, if you have a sew-in or anything like that, please, 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 take care of your hair, your weave, your bundles, all that stuff at home. Self-maintenance is so important with your hair, especially it helps the hairstylist as well. Like, you're not going there not knowing what to do, what not to do with your hair at home. Like, you don't even brush it at least. Let's get into my life. Why don't we? First things first, I do not have COVID. I just have a stuffy nose. My immune system is like super, super low. And yeah, so let's get that out the way. I do not have COVID. All right, so and the crazy part, how I just say I don't have COVID and I start coughing. Happy New Year to y'all. And if you're asking what kind of flat iron I have, I do not know. But it's the bomb, and I had this for a while. So, Happy New Year to everyone. My New Year was, what did I even do New Year's? Oh, my New Year's was okay. I stayed at home with my son, which that was the best part about my New Year's, was being at home with my son. And plus, I had work the next day, so I really wasn't too fond of going out anyway. And I don't go out on New Year's Eve. I just can't. Unless I'm out of town or something, then I'll go out for New Year's Eve. But in Pittsburgh, it's a no for me. Also, let's get into, do I still have the boo that I was talking about on? If you haven't watched, stop what you're doing right now and go back to where have I been, my video on where have I been when I was going for like the longest, and go back to I told my boo that I was done with his ass. Is Lady Bree single? I can tell y'all right now, yes, I'm very, very single. Like, I haven't been this single in my life. And I feel like it's good for me. I feel like, you know, being single like this is very good for me, where I don't talk to, like, nobody. Like, I don't talk to nobody. Like, you know how females be like, I don't talk to nobody. And then, like, they be lying and they have, like, at least one person that they talk to. Or, you know how guys be like, no, I know you talk to at least one person. Like, literally, I do not talk to literally, I do not talk to nobody. What the fuck? Let's do that again. Literally, I do not talk to nobody. And I feel like it's good. Very good for me, because I'm actually really realizing stuff about myself. I haven't been this alone in like so long. Like, I always had like somebody I would talk to, or somebody just there. Let me tell you a story about that. So, like, you know, he had all his stuff going on, which was cool. You know, I never met somebody that actually had like everything going on for themselves and had their own crib. Like, it's crazy how, like, it's an accomplishment, or it's like an accomplishment for women to be like, he has his own crib, when it's like, that is what you're supposed to have at our age. So, like, he had his own crib. And, you know, everything was, you know, good with him. Some shit happened. I'm not going to pay his business out there. Like, y'all know me. Like, I tell y'all, like, bits and pieces. I tell y'all a little bit of tea. I spill it, like, a little bit. But I don't spill the whole cup, okay? But, he had some issues that happened, which I understood. And he had to go through some things. Which meant that he had to focus on himself. And with me, I was like, well, when I met you, you had stuff going on too. You wasn't just, you know, you still had stuff going on. Like, you had your shit together, but you still had stuff going on. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? So, selfish old me, I was like, you know what? No, like, you could talk to me and still have your shit going on. Like, still deal with what you have to deal with. 9 times out of 10, it did not work, obviously. And I was listening to this podcast, my favorite podcast, called The Cruise Season. And they said, like, you know, if a man is not ready to date and he tells you that he's not ready to date, you as a woman, you need to accept that. Most women don't accept that. And I was one of the most. So most women don't accept that. They're like, no, you can still talk to me. You know, blah, blah, blah. You can still do this, that, and the third. And then when you don't have time, when they don't have time for you, or if they're not, sorry, y'all, if they're not courting you like as they should or as you think they should, then you have like an issue, you're complaining, now you're being a pain in the ass when they're trying to get their shit together. When they actually told you that they could not date you or anyone at this particular time. And so, yeah, I was one of those most where I was like, nigga, you had shit going on before. You could deal with me now. Fuck all that, you know? I don't want to cuss too much, but... Oh. And it didn't work out. And then I had to really sit back and realize, like, Brianna, I'm putting my real name out there. Brianna, he is not ready to date, and he told you he's not ready to date right now. Like, you have to accept that. Now, if you tell some guy that, and they're like, no, you're still gonna date me and stuff like that, and then they become a pain in the ass, like, you're gonna get turned off. So why not let that person do what he gotta do? And, you know, if the time is right, or if y'all are meant to be, he'll come back to you, or, you know, vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? So you have to let people like that go. And yeah, so I let that go. It was very hard for me to let it go because I was still wounded from my baby's dad. And like I told you in the Where Have I Been video, like I said, if you haven't go check it out, stop this video, go check it out, and then come back. Okay? So I was still wounded by my baby's dad to where I felt kind of not abandoned, but like, what the fuck is, I keep cussing, y'all. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? You know what I mean? Like, why is nobody trying to date me? And when I look back into it, y'all, I actually realized that maybe it's not them, or maybe you're not picking the right person. Maybe it's you. Maybe you need to focus on you. Maybe you need to be alone, like this alone. Like, I never been this alone, bruh. Like, never. And I look back at it, and I, you know, did some, you know, self-reflect on myself. And I was like, you're right. You know what I mean? I need to not talk to nobody. Like, I need to date myself. I need to focus on my son. So I could be better for him. And not take anybody serious, not date anybody, just really actually heal. Because I said I healed. Now I'm being very, very, very burnable with you guys. I said I healed with my baby's dad, but I have not actually healed from him. And me trying to push the issue with my boo, my ex-boo, showed me that I was not healed. I still had feelings for my ex, for my baby's dad. And I had to let him go in order to really focus on myself. Right now, my relationship status is very, 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 very single. But also, I'm still working on myself, like I said. And I'm willing to have friends. Now, that's one thing that I'm willing to do. I'm willing to have friends, no strings attached, no, you have to court me type thing. Like, I'm not looking for none of that. Like, I'm not looking for we're going on a date. I'm not looking for anything like that. I'm really just looking for, I'm not looking at all. But I'm really just, if a friend come along, then, that's cool, where we just chill and, go get something to eat, go get some drinks, vent to each other, have conversation, because that's very rare nowadays, is a person that has conversation with you. And that's what really caught me off guard with my boo, is that he actually had very good conversation. Like, we was on phone for like hours, like I told y'all in my last video. We was on phone for like hours. And so that's what actually caught my attention. So that's what I'm doing right now, is actually just chilling, having friends, and just doing me and focusing on me. I'm trying to get back in the loop with my YouTube, and I have this new venture coming out with, I'm doing Lady Breeze Conversations. That's something new for me. I've seen that a lot of my supporters gravitate to my conversation videos. They gravitate that more than, my other videos. Like, y'all like these videos, but y'all gravitate to my conversation videos, which I think is super dope. So I, started Lady Breeze Conversations, and I'm going to start recording those, where I bring people together and have conversations on topics that people usually don't have with their peers or their spouses. And it's going to be different people each time, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to upload them. Like, my upload days for my regular channel is every Wednesday. Those kind of videos, they will be uploaded the third Sunday of the month. How was my Christmas? My Christmas was freaking horrible. My Christmas was horrible. And I'm going to be a little bit, I'm gonna spill the tea, y'all. I got into it with my baby's dad really, really bad. It was a really bad situation. A situation that made me realize that, now I'm getting very serious. A situation that made me realize that I had to be completely done from him. Like, one day I was thinking, one day we may come back together and, have a family, or we just needed this break and stuff like that and focus on ourselves. But Christmas Eve was very eye-opening to myself, the relationship that we have, and what I was doing to myself, and what I was allowing him to do to me. Manipulation, lying, disrespect, and also I was the same way. Lying, disrespect. It was very, 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 very toxic. And our relationship was not always toxic. Our relationship was definitely great at some areas and some points. But I feel like it got toxic like after we just lost respect for each other, and I couldn't let him go and he couldn't let me go. And then Christmas Eve really showed me that I need to love myself way more than I love this relationship, way more than I used to love him. I still have love for him because he's the father of my child, but I really needed to love myself and stand my ground with this toxic relationship. I had to get out. I had to put my foot down. I had to say, listen here, boom, 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 this is what's going to happen. I'm not allowing this to happen no more. I'm not allowing this to happen to me no more. I cannot keep going through this. I'm 29 years old, about to be 30, and I'm still in this toxic area with him, and I couldn't get out of it. And I once was like that before, with like my ex of 10 years and stuff like that. I was in a very toxic relationship. I couldn't get out of that as well. And when I finally got out of that, I still kind of dibbled and dabbled, where I'm like, where do you love yourself enough to actually love yourself way more than the relationship and way more than anybody else? Like, you have to love yourself first. And y'all, that shit is hard as hell. Like, being in a toxic relationship is like very hard. It's very hard. It's something that you would never think that you would have to go through once you went through it before, and then like you still love that person, which is like, this is not love, but it's like you still love that person to where it's like you'll actually still stick it out and deal with it. And you don't love yourself that much to actually get up and leave. And that bothers me so much. It's because it's like I portray that I love myself. I love myself on the internet and on the internet. And I'm sick and tired of pretending, y'all. I'm sick and tired of going on the internet and saying I'm happy, self-love, self-care. This is what you gotta do to, self-care boosts up your self-esteem, which it does. But I was portraying to y'all that I was so moving forward and on this self-care and self-love tip that it wasn't actually true behind doors. It wasn't actually true inside of my heart, my body, my mind, my soul, but I was actually speaking it. And sorry, y'all. And a lot of people say, speak things into existence, manifest it. And that's what I kind of was doing, like just manifesting my mind, my soul to get into that kind of relationship where I love myself so much that I won't let anybody disrespect me. I don't care who you are. I will pull myself away that fast. But it was something about my baby's dad and me having a child by him that it was like, this is something that I never dealt with before. I never had a child by anybody. This is my first child. So this is something altogether new. I was going through so much, y'all, like to the point where I got pregnant, and like from like I felt like the time that I got pregnant, it was like downhill. And like me getting pregnant, I swear to y'all, I never wanted a single parent home for my child. I never wanted this for my child. I told myself, if I get pregnant, I want to get pregnant by at least 30, and you know what I mean, and have a 2-parent household for my child, because that's what I grew up in. And I never wanted my child to grow up in a single parent household, and yeah, so I felt like since the day I got pregnant, it was just downhill. We had some rocky moments, but everything, I felt like it was more downhill than it was rocky and happy moments. And I had to remove myself permanently. I had to let my baby's dad, I don't even like to call him that, but I had to let my child's father go for good. And it hurts to death, y'all. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. It hurts to death because I never pictured my life like this. But God always has something better for you. And you make, not mistakes, but you make decisions to where you have to live with them. And you have to, accept it and move on. So, sorry, y'all. But in order for me to actually love myself and then find that perfect guy, or not even that perfect guy, but the perfect guy for me, and I'm the perfect woman for him, I had to let my child's father go for good, which it hurt like hell, but I had to do it for my own sanity, for my own mind, my own soul, my own physical, mental, just everything. Like, I had to let it go. Even though it was super hard and I was still willing to budge a little bit. I had talked to somebody and they were just like, no, if you're completely done, you're completely done. Like, completely. So, no more being fake, y'all. No more portraying on Instagram, portraying on YouTube, portraying on Facebook, portraying on TikTok that I am like this self-care guru and self-love guru where I'm really dealing with a lot inside. And I gotta be honest with y'all. Like, this is my first time ever being this honest with y'all. Y'all will definitely, you know, give me support, give me wisdom, give me prayers, all of that. Because I need it. And I'm going through a tough time right now. And I don't want to pretend on any platform that I'm on that I'm not going through a tough time and everything's Gucci over here, because it's not. It's gonna take some time for me to get it together. And I want to let y'all know now, there will be days where I just don't post on Wednesdays, but I cannot let that get the best of me. I cannot let the bad energy, me trying to get out of a situation to affect what I have going on. And what I want to do to elevate myself and elevate my channel and do things for my own self. I just wanted to come in here and tell y'all what I've been going through and what's been going on in my head. And I feel like you guys are the safest place to actually say it to. I am going to document myself. Like, I'm still going to document myself. I'm still gonna, you know, if I have bad days, I'm still gonna document my bad days. If I have good days, I'm still gonna document my good days. And maybe you'll probably get like a vlog, a story time. So y'all just gonna get like mixtures of videos from me from now on until I'm actually fully okay. And I want to document it for myself as well, to just see where I came from and see my journey. There's days where you're going to record and not have the best days, and people are still going to rock with you because, you know, they rock with you. They understand where you're coming from. And once I made this video for y'all to understand where I'm coming from, I feel like, you know, that just shows you like, all right, so now I know what I'm going to get every Wednesday. It might be a sad day. It might be a happy day. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I, you know, got to tell you guys what's going on and how I might, you know, portray off to you guys. And yeah, so I don't want to make this video too long. Like I said, I love you guys, and please just stick it out with me. There's times where I might just, you know, travel, might be going out, and I'm going to bring you guys with me, and y'all just going to come through the journey with me. I love you guys, and this is how my hair turned out. It's super bomb. I can barely see because my eye is like kind of messed up. Like, I got my lashes done yesterday and like it's kind of like sore. I think like I got a cut in it or something. But this is my hair. I feel like 10 times better now. I'm going to go do some TikToks, go eat some food, get in the shower, get my baby in the shower, and we're going to go to bed because I got work tomorrow. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video.